Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, world. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all right. Let's get sorted. It is 10 o'clock. Welcome to the Paint with Pete session. Today is colour day. Tuesday is always colour day. I didn't put my light on. We are on it. But yeah, today is colour day. So we're going to just go through some sort of simple techniques, go over what we did yesterday and last week, and just talk about colour. I will need your suggestions for some colours today. So if you are online, if you are watching, please have a couple of colours in your head, and please make up those colours as well. It can be anything, you know, kind of, I don't know, slimy blue or, you know, rainbow yellow. Let's think of another one. Concrete pink, for example. You can put two random things together. I will try and make that colour, go through how I would mix it and blend it, and then paint one of our canvases. I'm just going to shut that window. Sorry about that, some work's going on outside. There we are. So yeah, take another couple of minutes just to get sorted. And there we go. I'm just going to try and get you guys on the screen so I can say hello to everybody. Again, send me a hello, send me a good morning, whatever you want. We'll get going in a moment. Okay, that's great. Okay, there we are. Lovely stuff. For some reason I can't see the comments. I'm trying to just work this out. I do apologise. Let's just do that. Okay, maybe one more minute just to get sorted. My kit today, again, as always, pencil, black pen. I have some simple paint, some simple colours that I can blend and make colours. But today, what I'm going to do in my studio is we're going to work on our happy heart that was created yesterday in our doodle session. And I basically want to work on this piece for a couple of weeks. See what happens for the Valentine's week. I mean, that's next week, so probably this week and the start of next week. I have 4 collaboration canvases that you can help me choose the colour. So I've chosen 4 artists to collaborate with. I have 2 canvases down there. I've got another blank one. But you guys, the audience of the Paint with Pete's, can choose which colour goes on the next collab canvas as well. It's all about that interactivity. So even if you're not drawing, if you're just watching for a bit of fun, or you know just want to see what Pete Obsolete's up to, you can still get involved, right? So if you're not painting or drawing with me, you're still involved in the show. You're still a vital part of the Obsolete equation and the formula. So please decide. I might even do 2. What colour we're going to put on our next collab canvas. These will be going out probably end of the week, maybe start of next week. So if you're an artist in Manchester and you know me, keep one eye up. I'll message you soon. So yeah, so we've got the happy heart that we're going to work on. I want to put a bit of red in, build it up so it's an actual physical piece that we can frame. We're going to work on our collab canvas. Please choose a colour. And then I also want to do a fresh piece, completely fresh, from today. So by the end of the session, we should have another bit of work to put in our gallery for Friday. Amazing work. Buongiorno, buongiorno. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, fine, it's all good. I might not be able to see you today. Hello, hello, hello. There we are. There we are. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm obsolete by name. Obsolete by nature, apparently. Cool. Oh, bon dia, Naya. How are we doing? Zephaniah, word up. Everyone, please have a look at Naya's work. He's just commented. Follow his links, you'll see his stuff. Amazing. Jemmy Jog, I think, on Instagram. Morning. Let's turn you down. Okay, so we're going to get some tunes on. We're going to get started. I really want to start the start of February with some red. Obviously, this month is Valentine's Day. It's something to look forward to, something we can like prepare for. If you want to, you know, probably go down the route of like some cards and all that sort of stuff. But for now, I just want to get a bit of colour into it. You know, it's Tuesday morning. It's a bit grey outside. It's very loud. I'm sorry if you can hear the work. I'm just going to be using my System 3 standard red. We don't need to blend this because it's already the perfect cadmium red, deep hue, just for the record. I'm going to use my 12 gauge brush. This is my favourite brush, as you can tell from the paint on him. I'm basically just going to get him a little bit wet, a slight wash in the red, so it's a little bit washy, and I'm just going to fill this heart in. I might actually go over some of the details, but again, I'm using my black line like a pencil, so I'm using that as the basis or the template for what we're going to do. He is slightly off center, so I might have to edit that as well. I might have to redraw the face a little bit, maybe move some stuff, but again, I'm fine with that. Because we're doing layers, I can build those and we can work on that. So I'm just going to get my red out. Again, if you want to go through some doodling techniques, we just warm our hands up. So flat, up, inside out, push away. And then we stretch. And we get our hands nice and warm, right? Again, I am going to be painting. If you want to follow my pen line and my paintbrush line with your pen, you will see a slightly different effect. That's fine. It might be quite an interesting shape that comes out of it. So I'm just going to basically fill this guy in, and then we'll move on to our next canvas. Again, I know I can rush through some bits. I do apologise. I like working quickly. I like working efficiently and just kind of using that energy. So once the energy starts, I try not to turn it off a little bit. So forgive me if I'm going a bit quick. Let's see what happens today. Okay. Where's my water? Okay, so I need to go and change my water. That's fine, that'll be alright. In fact, where's my other water? Here he is. So I'm just going to use my obsolete and most wanted water bottle for my water today, because I didn't empty my water out last time. So cheers everyone. In fact, let's just do a little bit of this. Okay, cool, so I'm going to use my other obsolete water bottle, just to get my brush a little bit wet. I'm drying it on my trousers. I'm wearing paint joggers today, my favourite. So we're going to give the red a little shake. Good morning, Ethan and Harry. Okay, I need a colour. So while we're doing the red, please make up a colour. I've got water on my beard. Make up a random colour and I will try and build it. I'll try and blend it together. And the suggestion will go directly onto our canvases. One of them being a collab canvas. So you will see that in the hands of another artist in Manchester. So again, you're very much involved, even if you're just thinking of colours for us, alright? So again, nice little kind of, I need a bit more water in that. That's alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to basically light wash the red. I'm using the orange from last week as well. Shouts to Siobhan for the rust orange. And it's already blending to build this amazing colour actually. It's kind of like a fire, which kind of plays into the idea of love and hearts. So again, just being very delicate, just to get the kind of rough bits in, or the rough shapes in. So going around the mouth. And again, I think he needs to be a little bit wider because I want him right in the middle. You can feel, we need some tunes on. If you feel like you've got to stick to the lines, please don't. They are just guidelines for you. And obviously my lines are guidelines for me. So I can freestyle that at will. And it might look a little bit out on the painting now. But again, it's all about that kind of, I've said it every lesson, every session, banking those ideas. And kind of moving forward with them a little bit. So we're just going to finish this guy up. Mr. Happy Heart. Okay. First colour that someone suggests on the page, on the video, will get painted. Randomise a colour, pick a colour, and we'll paint it next. So again, just I want a bit more definition on the eyes. So a little bit slower. A little bit more accurate. Still using the same brush, but being very slow. There we go. Okay. Again, I'm going over that line. I still haven't got any music on. Just to make sure that he's in the middle so we can redraw that. And again, this is all about layers. So, there we are. Okay. Oh god, these are great shouts. Okay, lavender purple. Thank you very much, Mr. E. And we've got Naya shouting pink out. Okay, they're really good colours. I think we're going to use both of those. I'm going to, in fact, I think I'm going to make a pink out of this. So we've got this kind of fire rust orange. There's little bits of yellow still in there that I haven't mixed properly. I like that. A little bit of red in there. So all we have to do really is once we finish with this red, put a little bit of white in, mix, see what the pink's like, a little bit more, see what the pink's like. And then I think we could even go for the lavender purple from this pink. So as we know from the colour wheel, I'll show you. So purple, we're going to be looking for something around mauve. It doesn't matter which way up these go. So we're looking around here for our purple, for our lavender, and obviously we're going to be around here for our pinks. So they're really, really close. We know that red and blue make purple. So if we put a little bit of blue in our pink, obviously pink is red and white, so if we put a bit of blue in there, it should react with the red and build that kind of lavender, the really nice tone of a lavender. Let's have a go at that. Let's just find out, let's just work out if we've got any more to add to our heart. I think he's alright. I might add a few little movements in, so just a little bit of kind of fluidity and just some shape. Nothing too serious or like defined, but again I just kind of want to add a little bit of something else to our canvas, because this is going to be a final piece and it might look 2D at the moment, it might look like a weird drawing with some badly painted red on it. That's the first stage of every canvas in my life. Because we've got quite a bit of red, I'm going to add a little bit to this one as well. So let's have a think. Okay, let's do, what should we do? I'm just going to do loads of red plus signs. So again, this is just the background for whatever we do. I haven't decided what I really want to do with it yet. I'm just kind of adding. So freestyling. There we go. Excuse me. So one of the symbols of the obsolete camo is a plus sign, all about positivity and projecting positivity and trying to fuel that. Another one is the heart for love and humanity and loss. So it kind of works on a couple of different levels. What we're using the heart for is what it's designed for, so to show love and happiness and joy. So we've got a heart and we've got some plus signs. Nice simple camo behind me. I really, really like these kind of tears in the brush. But let's make some pink. So we'll go for Naya. Thanks, Naya. We'll go for some pink out of this first. So I've got my white. Where's my white? Again, if you want to know what materials I'm using, this is the Cas Art Studio acrylic. Again, incredibly good acrylic. Certainly for the price, very good value and really good quality. Can go on anything mixed with most things. So I've done a kind of, it's about a 1:6 ratio. So I'm just going to see how pink that gets. Probably not very pink. It'll take it up a little bit. Okay, so we need a bit more white in there, please. Okay, so again, just doubled what I put initially in, just to get him a bit more pinky. Okay, so we're getting a kind of, I mean, it's almost impeach. It's almost Donald Trump face, maybe a bit redder. Okay, as you can see, I'll show you this stage as well. Beautiful colour, beautiful. This is the pink. Hopefully you can see that. We'll see the difference certainly. So again, I think at every stage we should use a level or a layer of the pink. If we've got it, use it. So I'm going to put a little bit of pink in my camo. and maybe even add a little bit to the heart as well. So maybe just go round. And maybe just simply colour in the areas that we know are going to be a little bit different. There we are. Maybe his tongue as well. Okay, again that's going to go from neat through rough, back into smooth and a little bit more obsolete, a bit more street. Okay, so again with this, it's still a little bit wet, so it's going to pick up a bit of the red. I'm fine with that. What should we do? I'm going to do another version of a skull, alright? You will see a lot of my newer work that will be coming out very soon, I'm sure. Well, you'll see it very soon. It's a little bit different from the stuff that I've normally been doing, that I'm used to doing, or that I've been recognised for doing. So I'm going to just stick to my skull idea because it's something I'm comfortable with and I know my roots in it. So we're going to just do like a nice pink skull. Again, super loose. Okay, Mr. Pink, there we go. Again, just moving around him, filling the piece up a little bit. I'll give him one pink eye. There we are. Okay, again, if you see any inspiration in that for a name, please come up, please tell me the name. You can name my canvas. What else have we got? Mrs. Barton, welcome. Please join us. Lovely stuff. Okay, so we've got this really, really nice kind of, it's almost cartoon skin tone pink. Again, how you describe your colours is completely unique. It can be yours. This is why I'm asking for a bit of inspiration, a bit of interaction, just to see if you can come up with any random colours. We have lavender purple, and we have pink, nondescript pink. I went for a kind of softer pink. We're going to add a little bit of blue to change that hue into a bit more of a purple, and that's going to be our basis for our collab canvas. All right. So I've got my system 3. As long as everything's the same sort of type of paint, so as long as it's acrylic, it will blend. Obviously you can't mix, I mean you probably could, but the results might be quite experimental. You can't really mix oil paint and acrylic. I mean you probably could down the line, but just having a little bit of a kind of making sure that everything works together to start with, you need that as the basis for the experimenting. All right. So again, we've mixed a bit of blue in here. This has got a little bit kind of, it's actually a dull lavender, ironically. I'll show you that in a second. So again, this kind of slightly darker lavender colour, I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to put a little bit more blue and a little bit more white in, just to give it that extra kind of soft. Come on. My blue's not playing ball. Come on, lad. Okay. Excuse me a sec. He's not run out. I think he's just dried up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit more blue in there. Just a touch. Come on. You got to touch your paint, I'm afraid. Like plants. Okay, so I've just put a little dot of blue and a little dot of white in there just to get him as a guess at the lavender purple colour that, yeah, there we go. Okay, I've just seen it mix in a little bit, so I'm just going to give it a bit more of a once over. You know, again, I've said this before, the kind of mixing technique, always start with a lighter colour, add dark. Because you can't go back from the dark once you put if you start with the dark, it's very difficult to make it lighter. It's a lot easier to make colour darker. Okay, so there's a bit of a kind of not mosaic, kind of a marble effect going on in here. So there's a couple of different colours in there. Absolutely love that palette. The palette is the selection of colour, just for the record. So again, I'm going to add a bit to each piece but the main bit, the majority of it is going to go on our fresh, lovely fresh collab canvas. So again, let's decide, what should we do? Some random shapes. Nothing too serious, again, not really letting anything kind of stop us from just doing. And we've already got kind of half templates, trace lines to then go off. So I'm going to put some lips on him. You'll see him evolve. We'll do some lavender. I love this colour. Thank you very much for the shout, Mr. E and Mr. Harry. Okie dokie, he's a little bit wet, so I'm just going to move him up. There we are. Okay, happy hearts just waiting there. And we've got a big old canvas to then play with. Okay, so I've just put some nails on the wall. Hopefully they'll stay there. Come on. We got it. Okie dokie. So again with this, I want to just play with the doodle idea. So I'm just going to put a pattern in. Again, if you're watching and you're using a pen and you haven't got any paints and stuff, absolutely fine. Follow my paintbrush. I'm just going to do kind of swirly patterns to again build a bit of a kind of three-dimensional thing so you can see the white canvas through the paint. So again, this amazing marble effect I think will look really good. Yeah, wow. This petrol, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. He's not playing ball, is he? Stay. 2 seconds, everybody. Okay. I thought it was my friend. There we go. Okay. So again, just loopies. Nice loopy, like wrist practice. Keeps your hand warm. And again, this colour, oh my god. Just from blending. Wow. Just from the blend, again, hopefully you'll be able to see that in there. I don't know if you can. But there is like, I can physically see blue, pink, yellow, blue, pink, white, red. And then every kind of version of those mixes as well. Again, just building this background. There's kind of a bit of a blend of different colours. Okay, and again, all I'm looking for now is a little bit of the negative. I want to try and keep a bit of the canvas. Not loads, because I want to see it full. But just kind of approaching it like this. Oh my god, I love this blend of colour. Honestly, thank you very much, Mr. E and Mr. Harry, for the shouts of the colour. Again, it wasn't just the colour, it was the journey to that colour. I'll say journey quite a lot in these sessions just because I think art is exactly that. On the way to getting the purple that I wanted, that I thought it was absolutely perfect shout for the canvas, we've ended up blending and seeing a whole different kind of palette appear in our paint, just in the paint pot and on the paintbrush. You can see it from here. So yeah, it's just a case of kind of constant experimentation and allowing those things to happen. Like, even if it wasn't exactly lavender, I'm not going to throw the paint away. I want to use it. I want to make the most of the kit that we've got. I'm just going to take him down because I want to just do the borders. I'll show you this in a second. Give me literally seconds. We are 5 minutes away from brew time, everybody, as well. Halfway through the show. We take a little break. Let the work dry. Get some water. Have some fruit. You know, stick your head out the window for 2 minutes if you wanted. If you need a bit of fresh air. Absolutely fine. Okay, so oh my god, I really, you probably hear it. I really like this colour choice. Okay, I'm just finishing the, I'm just doing the edges, just so when it's on a wall with whoever the secret artist is going to be for this canvas to draw on. It will look better if the sides are painted as well, so you're not just getting like, it's not just got white edges. There we go. Okay, just leave him on there. Lovely. Okay, so this is our canvas. This is another collab canvas that we just painted using our lavender. But again, if you can see the difference in the paint and the colours of it. So you've got, it looks a little bit brown on camera, but honestly there's this kind of amazing blue coming through and a kind of this rust underneath it all. A really subtle, very beautiful colour. Again, if someone wants to make up a name for this colour, it's a little bit kind of spookier than lavender. So if you want to come up with a kind of name for the purple, please do. That's going in the stash. Alongside these two. So again, we had this amazing green, this fantastic green from the first week. And we had our rust orange. Thank you, Siobhan, for choosing the rust orange. So again, these are just base layers for a collab. So a collaboration with another artist. You will find out who they are very soon. Please stay tuned. Okay, there we go. Okay, he looks like he's got a moustache. That's cool. Mr. Hart can come back into the main arena because we're done with our collab. You know, I'm kind of focusing on red again, just in case anyone missed it, as it's Valentine's Day this month. So I kind of want to push that positivity and that kind of joy and love into the sessions as well. A really easy way of doing that is using colours that we all directly associate with February, with love, with Valentine's Day, with hearts. All right, obviously red is the main one, but variations on a theme. So again, you know, from this one red, we got the purple and the pink, and we've kind of used them in one piece as well. Something's happening with this guy. I really like it. The setup's there. I just know that it is going to take a little bit of work to pull the layers together, and so it's a final piece with a bit of background in it as well. Let's have a look at this guy. He's still drying. That's amazing. Yeah. I don't want to throw this away, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use this as the background for my skull. So again, nice washy, a little bit of washy. So you're seeing the negative come through, seeing the page, the canvas. And again, choosing from different areas of my mixing pot. So bits of it are lighter, some bits of redder, darker. Okay, cool. Just defining the skull. And we'll do a purple eye as well. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay. Another little addition before brew time. Okay, cool. Again, still a bit left in there. Put the lid on it, keep it for the next time. So we've still got a kind of sample of the colour. If you wanted to remix it, we were remixing the red. But if you wanted to mix that again, because you've done it and you've got an evidence of a comparison, you know, get another pot, bit by bit, drop by drop, you could actually work it out as well. I love not really, you know, like a no repeat work day in my paint colour. And again, simply by trying to recreate this colour, you will find another colour. There'll be 6 different colours in there, right? Okay, lovely stuff. It's officially halfway through the show, so it's officially brew time. Take 5 minutes to get yourself some water, get some fresh air. If you want to keep drawing and doodling and painting or whatever you're doing to be creative today, please keep doing it. I'll go through my socials and stuff. I need a little bit of time to let this dry. So again, brew time is kind of, you know, a many-faceted beast. What's the word? Solves many problems because I can let my paint dry and get some water, get some fresh air if I needed to. And again, it just gives us time to sit back, look at the work, come back and review it, and then come back after brew time ready to keep drawing and adding another layer. So I think, yeah, he's going to probably take about 5 minutes. Again, I've got my radiator on just to make sure that the paint can dry really quick. It's officially brew time. So I'm going to grab some water, make sure it is actually the water and not the paint water. Lovely. Cheers. Oh, Kevin Heartbreak. I love that. Oh, wow. That's, in fact, I think that needs to go in our name pot for our celebrity drawings. So I'm just going to put him in. Where is he? Okay, Kevin Hart is going on that list. I haven't, where's my sheets? I need to get some more sheets for my attaché case. So all the suggestions for celebrity drawings will go in here. The celebrity drawings is a Thursday event every week at the Paint with Pete. So portrait day, Thursday is portrait day. I need some suggestions of famous people or celebrities or, you know, good people. Let's do good people to draw on Thursdays. We will draw them together. I will go through my way of drawing the face. Obviously we'll do 10 minutes of face structure like Pete the Pirate from last week. And then we'll come up with the structure for the celebrity face, and then we'll obviously all draw it together as well. We drew Jim Carrey last week. He's just here. I tried to mix 2 different pictures of the very rubber-faced man himself, Mr. Jim Carrey. It looked a little bit strange, so I called him Grim Carrey, and that's my portrait or my version, the obsolete version of Jim Carrey's face. So we do that every week. So I need some suggestions for celebrities, please. Kevin Heartbreak is genius, okay? Literally, one big round of applause, please. Please, someone put some clap emojis on there for Mr. Harry. Kevin Heartbreak is amazing. I completely agree as well. Sorry, I'm just getting back to the comments. It looks like petrol. I absolutely love that petrol colour. That kind of... what's the word? Iridescent? Is that the word? Where it's kind of, no, luminescent? Where it's, when petrol goes multicolored, please someone let me know what that is. But it's got a similar vibe to this. So we've created our own little petrol. Okay? Yeah. Hopefully you haven't got a puddle of it on your floor. I think I've just about managed not to as well. So paintbrush in the water. Let's go back on the... And again, lid back on the paint, just so we can keep him nice and safe. Okay, I need another colour. Someone shout me one more colour out. I think Mr. Happy Heart is nearly dry. I'm going to go back into him after brew time. But, just for the record, just so you know who I am and where you can find me, my name is Pete Obsolete, and I am Pete Obsolete and Obsolete Formats MCR on Facebook. Good morning. I am Pete Obsolete and Pete Obsolete and Obsolete Formats on Instagram as well. Hook me up. I am also Obsolete Formats on YouTube and Snob Ross on Twitter. Thank you very much. Give me a shout out, like and share anything you want, obviously. And if you've missed anything, any of the Paint with Pete's from this year, last year, or the specials that we did last year, please have a look at Obsolete Formats MCR on Facebook. Or Obsolete Formats on YouTube. Everything's there, all branded up. You should be able to see it quite clearly. They're all numbered as well, so if you want to watch me in order, you can. Some of them are self-referenced, so one week might be a reference to the previous week. The majority of them are just day sessions where we just get a little bit creative for 60 little minutes. Very, very simple. 1.5 minutes, yep, 1.5 minutes left of brew time. So get your 90 seconds out, grab some food, grab some water, grab some fresh air. I'm going to grab some more water. Speaking of collaborations, I have recently collabed with the very fine people at Most Wanted. You probably saw me in my hoodie the other day. We've got some hoodies and some water bottles and some backpacks out. Please follow Most Wanted Wines on everything. So Most Wanted Wines on Instagram is the best place to see them. So I've got, a couple of collab stuff. You can win these as well. There is you can buy them obviously, but there is a competition. Please check their Instagram comp out if you want to win some obsolete Most Wanted merchandise. Talking of merchandise, hold on a second. Talking merchandise, today's t-shirt. One has to rep the family. No one better than Mountain Fitness. If you're looking for any sort of workout plans or any little tricks to slim down or bulk up in lockdown, give Mountain Fitness a shout. Mountain Fitness on Instagram. MK Mountain Fitness, MK_Mountain Fitness on Instagram. Mountain Fitness on Facebook. Give them a shout. One of the best personal trainers ever. Diet plans, weight workouts, all that sort of stuff. Enjoy. All about keeping your heart and your head healthy. And obviously part of keeping your head healthy, healthy body, healthy mind, all that sort of stuff. Lovely. Okay. Iridescence. Thank you, Mrs. Barton. Thank goodness. I almost threw years of classically trained art training sort of in there. Someone give me another colour, please. I need one more colour. It can be related to these, but if you want to make it up a little bit, if you want to freestyle, I'm thinking maybe a yellow or maybe a bluey thing or something. First colour on the group gets painted. Simple as that. I will probably also mix it, or mix enough so we can add it to our 4th collab canvas as well. So you guys are obviously directly involved in my work, in the work with painting and the paint repeats, but also in future work as well. So this canvas will be in the hands of another artist in Manchester very soon. So if you choose a colour, we'll do that as a baseline colour. And so it's a collab between you guys, paint repeat, and the artist. Alright, amazing. Give us a colour. Okay, until we get the colour, I'm just going to do a little touch test. Okay. It's still a bit wet. Excuse me. Again, just touch testing my work just to make sure it's dry so we can add something else on. I also haven't got a name for this guy yet. So not only can you be involved with the colour in the collab work that I do, you can also name the piece. He will be up on the website probably in a couple of days with the name that he's given by the amazing audience. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of white. I just want to add a little bit of white of an outline. So then we've got a bit more of a kind of neutral baseline to redraw our happy heart over. I mean, simply because obviously your eye will go to the biggest part of the image first, so my eye goes here. However, the actual image itself doesn't end until his hand is here. And I think he's just about right in the middle, so we're not going to have to redraw him completely. The idea was to paint it all and then move him about an inch that way. Again, I don't think we need that. I think there are ways around it and techniques I can put into the painting, into the canvas, that will make it sit down or sit flat, sit right, sorry, on the actual piece. I'm going to use my white. I need a thinner paintbrush. Where is that guy gone? There he is. Okay, so last week I christened Mr. Dead. Alright, so every art session, Gregory, I like Gregory. Alright, I need a surname, Gregory or Mr. Gregory something, alright? I'm trying to think of one. Let's move on. I'll leave that up to you guys. So every session in the paint repeats, or every block, I'm always looking for a paintbrush that isn't that good at being a paintbrush. I christened this guy Mr. Dead last week. We did some flicking with some gold ink. Today I'm going to use him in my white, straight in. He's clean. He looks a bit dirty, but he's clean. So what I'm going to do is outline the heart, maybe highlight his eyes a little bit. So again, we've got like a white line to draw a black line over. Might take a little bit of time because he's dead. Just make sure that's equal all over, all the way around. I'm trying to use the fatness of the brush. I'm trying to keep the pressure on the brush the same all the way around, so it makes the same builds the same thickness of line up. Just going to highlight his eyes a little bit. Okay, cool. Again, these could be considered ghost lines, so I might not even use them in the end. Who knows? Again, I just want to put a bit of break this kind of dimensions up a little bit. There we go. Maybe some radiant lines around him. What I always find really difficult to actually achieve is chaos, and kind of the balance of chaos. That might sound really strange, but I mean like the making it look supernatural, like so it's not dictated, almost like you've stopped your brain and you've just let your hand do whatever. It can be really difficult, but again, having this experimentation in you as an artist is honestly 10 million points worth. Much like with our collab canvas, there are some shapes in here that I really like, and some things as it dries will look thicker or thinner or scratchier or fuller, and having that kind of, you know, I'll always push this in the shows, having that kind of ability to let go and just kind of accept that that's how it looks, in exactly the same sentence, know that you can edit it, is really important. So I know that this has gone from, again, like I said, it's gone from neat to being a little bit rough with the paint on it. I've roughed it up even more with a bit of white, it's fine, because I know that I'm going to go around it in a black line as well. If we wanted to ground him a little bit, I'm going to do that now actually. I'm just going to colour his mouth in, so we've got some definite, so there's a definite black area that we can see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, just taking my time for the teeth a little bit. Okay, we can finish that mouth off now as well, or sorry, the tongue. Okay, so we've got at least one area of the drawing that's got a baseline. I mean like a solid area, okay? So something that's definite. We'll always give it a bit of form. Okay, I want to work on Mr. Greg. Hold on a second, excuse me. Moving over there, lovely. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to work on Greg for a little bit longer. So he's got red, pink and petrol, or the freestyle lavender colour, pea purple, paint with pea purple, whatever you want. So I'm going to just add a little bit of white to give him a bit more form. What I'm going to do as well, because I know that this is just paper in the white bit, I might try and just fill in the white bit with white paint. I'm okay if it blends with a little bit of the red, so it gives it a little, again, like the purple selection, or kind of like a variety of different colours in it. It's not about, I'm not a purist by any stretch of the imagination. I love block colour, I really do. But having that kind of, having the balance, and again with the kind of colour wheel knowledge of like what goes with it, what goes with the colour we're using or what doesn't, is a vital bit of kit, right? A bit of knowledge. You can carry that around you all, you know, wherever you go, just with this in your head. For example, the first week, 2 weeks ago, in fact, we created our own basketball teams using 3 of our favourite colours, because basketball teams say loads and loads of information by just using 3 colours. Very, very simple way of doing it. I'm going to add white to this guy, again, just kind of building a bit of texture into his head a little bit, and also giving him a bit of form. I'm just going to switch sides. Okay. Shouts to Manco for the beat. These are all taken from my forthcoming album. And they're also, they're not going to get stopped on Facebook Live videos. If anyone's got any mixtapes, any instrumental beats or anything they want to send me that we can play in the show, I am more than happy. If you know any musicians, any hip hop guys, anyone really, who's in music, I want to celebrate them as well as art. Everyone's an artist, including musicians. So yeah, give us a shout for any music you want on the show. If Facebook doesn't know it, we can play it. Simple. Okay, and I did say I'm going to just give this a little something. Just a little something for us to draw over. So again, similar with this, but in a different execution. So this is going to be a nice clean drawing. Go over the lines and stuff. Make it really stand out as a face. That's the idea. Fact. Let's give them a bit more oomph. In fact, I'm going to go around the heart one more time, just for definite. Cool. If my skull has fangs on him, he's a vampire, so I'm going to do, again, there's a kind of crazy link just for me choosing to do a vampire, there's a kind of weird link between vampires obviously feed on human blood, and it's the whole idea of like lust and all that sort of stuff. There is a weird link with love and Valentine's Day and heart and obviously blood as well. So I'm going to turn this guy into a vampire. Alright, Gregory the Vampire, if that's alright with Mr. Naya. So, there you go. And obviously I'm an old school vampire head, Nosferatu all day, none of your Twilight nonsense. So we're just giving him some weird spiky teeth. He's got really spherical eyes. Christening. What should we do? I'll do loads of them. Okay. Okay, cool. Mr. Dead is going straight back into the water. So he's ready there. Okay, again, all we need to take a bit of time for our drying. I realise that I might be using paint if you have only got a pencil and paper. Apologies for the Tuesdays. I will always say, if you can follow what we're doing with a pen or a pencil while I'm using a paintbrush, again, this is really, really good. It's a really good test, a really good challenge as an artist to be able to use something as something else. One of my favourite things in my foundation course, so you normally do a foundation course in art before you do a full degree course. One of my favourite parts of the foundation course was making our own brushes. And we're not allowed to use brushes. We have to go and find some stuff and make a brush out of it. Very similar with that whole idea of using a pencil or a pen while I'm doing paintbrush stuff. This is why most of the promo for the Paint with Pete's includes imagination. All right, if you're not exactly where you want to be as an artist right now, perfect. If you haven't got all the kit, perfect. If you haven't got all the paint, we can use our imagination and think, what would I do if I did have that? All right, we can bank an idea and we can bank the kind of desire to find some colours, make some colours. If you can buy some or order some on Amazon or online or something, amazing. I will say that there is an idea about art packs. Okay, so there is the Paint with Pete art pack. Is an idea that I really want to bring in to the Paint with Pete sessions, where you would get, branded sketchbook, pen, pencil, rubber, sharpener, and a pencil case. I've got a couple of kind of visual art games that I can include in those packs as well. So I need a bit more confirmation that this is a good idea. Obviously, there'll be a £5 each. There's also the idea of buying two for £8 and giving one to somebody who doesn't have any art materials. I absolutely love this idea. Thank you to Mr. Ethan Callahan for the idea, or the extension of the art pack idea. I will try and get those out probably for Valentine's Day now, probably end of the week, if not next week. I just need a couple more OKs. So if you think it's a good idea, if you think having a Paint with Pete art pack, just so you can make art anywhere and you get everything in a little pot or in a pencil case, and you can take your sketchbook around and just doodle, and obviously use them in the Paint with Pete's, you will then have a documentary in your sketchbook of everything we've done. If you followed us for the past couple of weeks, by now you should be starting to see your own body of work come together. All right, every day is different in the Paint with Pete's, so I try and make it a little variation on stuff. Mondays, doodling. Tuesday is colour. Hello. Wednesday is lettering. Thursday is portraits, and Friday is the gallery. Again, I'm really hoping that people are staying with the Paint with Pete's and actually creating work alongside me. And again, hopefully by this point, you'll start to see all your doodles and your colour work and your lettering and your portraits. If you've got a space in your house for the gallery, put it on there. If not, try and keep it all together. And again, at the end of the Paint with Pete's, hopefully in March when furlough's relieved, you'll be able to look back on this amazing body of work that all we've done is spend an hour a day just drawing and painting and doodling and just thinking creatively, and you'll have a whole body of work to look back on. Right? That can obviously then hopefully inspire you to do more. I'm going to be running these sessions. I absolutely love doing the Paint with Pete's, so I don't really see it finishing anytime soon. So if you're up for that, please let me know as well. And again, any ideas, if you want to see me draw something, if you want to see any colours come into it, if you want to see different styles, or me try something that I've never done, I am all for it, right? In fact, I'm quite up for doing stuff that I've never done before. Because again, wherever you are in your art career, I think there's always space for learning, and there's always space for experimentation. You know, I'm not a fine artist. I used to draw portraits a lot, and you know, fairly detailed and all that sort of stuff. I'll step back a little bit from that, so that's why I'm kind of including the portraits in the Paint with Pete's, because I kind of want to get back to that. So if you've got an idea that you want to get back to, you want to see me try it, and you get involved with, please just let me know. I am super open to any ideas. I'm very willing to kind of dedicate sessions. If you want any private sessions, give me a shout, just DM me, send me a message. Any professional versions of this as well. I do have a few collaborations coming out with the Paint with Pete's, so stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you anything about them yet. This is a little bit of a hint, I'll be honest. But yeah, give me a week or a couple of days and we'll be shouting about it as well. Okay, 5 more minutes. Let's do a touch test and we'll see if there's anything else we can do with the last 5 minutes of the show. I'm always keen to use every second that we have in the Paint with Pete's, every minute, to either be thinking creatively, doing creatively, or speaking about creativity. So let's do a little touch test. Okay, cool. He's a bit fun. What I'm doing here is just pulling paint off. So just using my hand covered in paint, and just taking off the excess bits of paint that I've put on there. Okay, cool. Apologies, just touch testing, just so it's going to dry a little bit quicker. Again, I'll move him into probably Thursdays, if not Friday session now. I'll finish him up on Friday morning. Ready. So on Friday for the gallery, we start in the studio, do a little bit of doodling, finish up any pieces that we want to finish up, and then I flip the camera around and we have a look at the week's work. I will also go through, like I do every week, the difference between what it looks like on the wall with masking tape on it and paint everywhere versus how it looks in a frame. All right, so if you do want to see what these guys will look like as a finished piece, please tune in on Friday. So, you know, it's only a couple of days away. Tomorrow is lettering. One more thing about the lettering sessions on the Paint with Pete's. I really want to start, I want to create a font and a whole font family. I'll show you. Much like these. So these are my fonts. So there's the bubble font that I use for the promo. My hand style font, my handwriting font, and then another hand style font. So I'd really like to create a font with you guys. So tomorrow, if you are tuning in every day, thank you very much. If you are in tomorrow, please have a think of descriptive words to describe fonts. All right, I want to start narrowing the market, narrowing the ideas of what kind of font we want to create together. This will be a whole team effort. So anyone who's watching, give me a shout on descriptive words. I'll start coming up with some letters. I'll be able to turn it into a font, and then I'll be able to offer it to everybody who's watching the Paint with Pete's to download and use in their documents, in their postcards, in their prints, in their designs, whatever you want. So, but I specifically want it to be a Paint with Pete audience interactive font. All right. So tomorrow I might be asking for some more interaction. Please come up with descriptive words, adjectives to describe fonts that you like. All right. So they could be anything: curly. Excuse me. Curly, creative, fluffy, bubble, sausage if you want. Anything you want, literally. Curly, I've said curly, spiky, even, you know, freestyle it. Typewriter, you know, like a modern typewriter or something. Anything you want. I'm very, very excited about getting the font style sorted. So again, descriptive words tomorrow, if you will. It is exactly 11 o'clock. Thank you so much for sticking with the Paint with Pete today. Today's been colour. You will see all of these go into the gallery on Friday. And again, finish them up and we'll start on our lettering day tomorrow morning. Stay safe, stay creative. Have a great afternoon. Ciao for now.